These are the actors and actresses that just cannot keep it together. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 SNL cast members who always break character. For this list, we're taking a look at cast members on Saturday Night Live, past and present, who are or were lightweights in the laugh department. We're keeping it to just the regulars, so you won't be seeing any celebrities who've hosted or performed on this list. Our apologies to Ryan Gosling.
And how did the aliens return you all to Earth?
Oh, I was carried down gently.
Number 10, Adam Sandler. Endorsed by cast member Dennis Miller to SNL producer Lorne Michaels, Sandler was hired for the show in 1990.
I don't know, it must have been a bed bug.
That was pretty big for a bed bug.
Okay, it wasn't a bed bug.
Let's go back to saying it was a bed bug.
Although fresh off the stand-up comedy circuit and initially signing on as a writer, he was quickly noticed for his acting chops and began performing in 1991. It wasn't long before he made waves with brilliant pieces like the Hanukkah song and the Thanksgiving song.
We got Ann Landers and her sister, dear Abby. Harrison Ford's a quarter Jewish. Not too shabby.
However, anybody who remembers Sandler from early 90s SNL will also remember his tendency to crack, especially when paired with his friend and kryptonite, comedian Chris Farley.
Their sensual setting will set the mood for any romantic rendezvous. Oh, hear that, hey?
Number 9, Kristen Wiig. With her roots in improv and sketch comedy, Wiig was encouraged by her manager to try out for SNL. And the rest, we can confirm, is history.
If you ever want to know the whole truth, well, you better ask yourself, cuz who knows?
Starting in 2005, Kristen became so popular on the show that she was nominated 4 years in a row for a Primetime Emmy Award. She was even featured in Entertainment Weekly's list as one of the funniest women in Hollywood.
Alan is a Himalayan, and you can find Himalayan on the couch. You should do stand-up.
However, when it came to breaking character, Wiig was just as susceptible as her fellow cast members, and frequently broke when sharing the stage with co-stars Bill Hader and Fred Armisen.
Did everyone RSVP?
Everyone in the family except one person.
Number 8, Horatio Sanz. Although not one of the best remembered featured players today, Sanz has the distinction of being the first Hispanic cast member on SNL. Joining the team in 1998, he quickly gained popularity for playing stereotypical ethnic characters.
Now, I'm curious, how does one become a cork soaker?
As we like it to say, cork soakers are born, not made.
His other defining trademark was his incapability of keeping a straight face in almost any sketch he acted in, especially when paired with co-star Jimmy Fallon.
Because it got high, because I got high, because I got high. Da, 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 da.
The pair's inability to keep it cool is even referenced in the song That's When You Break, SNL's 40th anniversary tribute to the cast's history of breaking character. Number 7, Pete Davidson. Not only is Pete one of the youngest cast members of all time, but he's also the first to be born in the 1990s.
He is my final revenge, John!
Dad, come on!
As a millennial, Davidson frequently brings a refreshing relatability to his roles, even when doing so means making fun of his own generation, such as in his regular appearance as Chad.
Everybody uses math!
But being young and hip does not mean he's any less prone to breaks, as is obvious in his sketches, especially when paired with Kenan Thompson.
Get your muscle milk easy, Brandon. You getting a little toothy down there.
Sorry about that, Mama.
You can't help but admire his effort to hide his laugh with a cookie. Number 6, Rachel Dratch. A successful actress, comedian, musician, and writer, for Dratch, it all began in the theater. Part of the Second City comedy troupe, it wasn't long before her talent was spotted and she ended up on SNL, and her tenure lasted 7 years.
We always order them up special from the Welsh.
Ironically, her most famous sketches were usually the ones where she would lose it. We're talking, of course, about her hilarious collaboration with Will Ferrell as one of the lovers, and her recurring Debbie Downer character. although her first appearance as the perpetually miserable woman is undoubtedly the most enjoyable to watch.
No, wait, where are you going?
With that costume on, he's probably in the early stages of heat stroke.
Number 5, Kate McKinnon. Although she had enjoyed numerous small-time acting gigs, the talent we know as Kate McKinnon made a big impression when she joined the cast of SNL in 2012.
Look at us. The world's gone topsy-turvy, and so have we. We're all here, we're all laughing like cats.
Since then, she's gained the distinction of becoming the longest-performing woman on the show. She even won a Primetime Emmy for her work in 2016, a feat not accomplished by any cast member since 1993.
Would you like a tasty mini quesadilla?
I said no.
Would you like an ooey gooey, yummy, yummy, delicious quesadilla?
I do not.
But acting experience alone does not guarantee a poker face, as McKinnon has shown whenever she breaks character with her signature grin. We especially love her Colleen Rafferty character, which tends to break up her and everyone around her.
Did you feel threatened, Miss Rafferty? No. They were real respectful about it.
Number 4, Aidy Bryant. Although she's been on SNL since 2012, this incredible actress has also graced the silver screen in films like 2018's I Feel Pretty, and even has a hit show out with 2019's web TV series Shrill. But it's her work on SNL that really makes Bryant stand out in our books.
I believe that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice.
Here.
Although the gifted comedian can usually hold her own when she's headlining a sketch, such as when she plays Melanie hitting on her classmate's father, played by a giggly Ryan Gosling, it's the supporting roles that seem to get her every single time.
You know what, Machine? If you're having such a bad time, then maybe you should just go.
Hey!
Number 3, Leslie Jones. SNL's 44th season may have been Leslie's last, but we can still take this opportunity to celebrate the glorious time she spent on the show.
And they ain't even really your uncle. They just some dude your dad worked with.
Although she had initially criticized the show as not being funny, she later auditioned and got hired as a writer.
Ooh, still warm.
Soon after, she became a featured player, and at the age of 47 was actually the oldest person ever to join the show. Viewers grew to love her outrageous style and brash delivery, but they'll also remember her for all the breaks.
I am not from Jamaica. I shot the sheriff!
In fact, Vulture magazine called her one of the biggest breakers in 2018. Number 2, Bill Hader. It's hard to balance a film career alongside a regular career on SNL, but this funny man and skilled impressionist managed to do it for 8 side-splitting years.
This place has everything. Asbestos, lupus, the magazines at Supercuts, Dan Cortez.
Since his departure, he's gotten even bigger, acting in blockbuster movies, voicing memorable characters in multiple animated movies, and even producing and starring in the award-winning HBO series Barry. But we can't forget Hader's humble beginnings, as a cast member with a laugh he could never keep to himself.
You know what? You should be ashamed of yourselves.
No matter the sketch, you can be sure that somewhere in it, Hader will break.
At this time of day, it's gonna be jammed. Are you crazy?
Just get on the chin and get out of here.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, you saw this coming. Was there ever any doubt the Tonight Show host would end up at number 1? When Time magazine does a whole piece on how much you laugh, you know there's something there.
I gotta have more cowbell. Don't blow this for us, Gene! Quit being so selfish, Gene.
In a habit that's inspired countless GIFs or GIFs or whatever, YouTube compilations, video montages, and everything in between, we've come to expect that literally anything can make this television host, actor, and comedian crumble with a case of the giggles. particular weakness, though, seems to be for sketches with his fellow cast members Farrell and Sanz.
David.
Whether you love it or hate it, there's no denying Fallon is the king of breaking character on SNL.
That's unbelievable.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.